Welcome back to BBC World Coins. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most valuable and sought-after pennies in numismatic history, the 1969 1-cent Lincoln penny. This coin has made headlines for its incredible worth, with one specific variation selling for an astounding $87,930. If you have a 1969 penny lying around, you might want to check its details carefully because you could be sitting on a small fortune. History of the 1969 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin features the profile of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was introduced in 1959 to replace the wheat stalks design. The 1969 Lincoln penny is a significant year for collectors, not only because of its standard mintage, but because of a rare and highly valuable error known as the 1969 double die obverse. This error resulted from a mistake in the minting process, creating a strong doubling effect on the obverse side of the coin, which can be seen on inscriptions like Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the date 1969. Understanding the 1969 double die obverse. The double die obverse, often abbreviated as DDO, occurs when the die used to strike the coins is misaligned during the hubbing process, causing the design to be struck twice. In the case of the 1969 penny, this doubling effect is extremely prominent, making it one of the most desirable error coins in existence. Because of its rarity, collectors and investors are willing to pay a premium price for it. How to identify the 1969 double die penny. If you think you may have a 1969 Lincoln penny that could be valuable, look for these key characteristics. First, check for a strong doubling effect on the inscriptions and the date. The letters in Liberty and I in God We Trust should show clear duplication rather than a slight blur or shift. The date 1969 should also display a distinct double impression. Second, ensure that your coin has an S mint mark below the date, as this error is only known to appear on pennies struck at the San Francisco Mint. Finally, verify the authenticity of your coin by consulting a professional coin grading service such as the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company. Market value and auction records. Due to its extreme rarity, the 1969 double die Lincoln penny has sold for impressive amounts at auctions. One of the most notable sales was a specimen graded MS64 red by PCGS, which sold for $87,930. Other examples in high grades have fetched prices ranging from $25,000 to over $50,000. Even lower grade examples can still command thousands of dollars, making this one of the most valuable modern pennies in circulation. Why this coin is so valuable? There are several factors that contribute to the high value of the 1969 double die penny. First, its rarity makes it a must-have for collectors. The United States Secret Service once mistook these coins for counterfeits and destroyed many of them, further reducing the number of surviving specimens. Second, its dramatic doubling effect makes it one of the most visually striking error coins ever produced. Finally, high demand from collectors and other valuable 1969 pennies. While the 1969 double die penny is the most famous, there are other valuable 1969 pennies to look out for. The standard 1969 Lincoln penny in high mint state condition can still be worth a significant amount, especially if it is graded MS67 or higher. Additionally, the 1969 Lincoln penny and the 1969 no mint mark penny can fetch premiums if they are in pristine condition. How to protect and sell your 1969 penny. If you believe you have a valuable 1969 Lincoln penny, take these steps to protect and sell it for the highest value. First, handle your coin carefully using gloves to avoid adding fingerprints or oils that could lower its grade. Second, store it in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent damage. Third, get it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Finally, when selling your coin, consider reputable auction houses or numismatic dealers who specialize in rare coins to ensure you receive the best possible price. Conclusion: the 1969 Lincoln penny, particularly the 1969's double die obverse, remains one of the most valuable pennies in U.S. history. With values reaching over $87,000, it is a dream find for any coin collector or enthusiast. If you come across a 1969 penny, take the time to inspect it carefully, as you might be holding a hidden treasure. We are diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins. If you have a 1974 Lincoln penny in your pocket, you might be sitting on a fortune. Some versions of this coin have been sold for an astonishing price of $80,930. So what makes this penny so valuable? Stick with us as we uncover the history, unique characteristics, and how you can identify whether your coin is worth a small fortune. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It has undergone various changes over the years, but the 1974 penny holds a special place in numismatic history. During this period, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with alternative materials due to the rising cost of copper. As a result, they produced test coins using aluminum instead of the traditional copper composition. There are two main reasons why the 1974 Lincoln penny is highly sought after. First, the experimental aluminum versions were never officially released to the public, making them incredibly rare. Second, some of the copper pennies from 1974, especially those with unique errors or proof qualities, have gained significant value over time. If you want to check whether your 1974 penny is valuable, pay close attention to these factors. Material: the rarest 1974 pennies were struck in aluminum, with only a few known to exist. If you have one, it could be worth a fortune. Mint mark: look for the mint mark under the date. Some of the most valuable pennies come from the Philadelphia and Denver mints, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins that can also carry value. Error coins: certain 1974 pennies with double die errors, misstrikes, or off-center designs can be worth thousands of dollars. Condition: coins in uncirculated or mint state condition always fetch higher prices in the market. The most expensive 1974 Lincoln penny sold at auction for $80,930. This was due to its rarity, composition, and pristine condition. Regular 1974 pennies without errors typically have a face value, but if you find a unique variant, it could be worth anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars. If you believe you have a rare 1974 penny, consider taking the following steps. Professional appraisal: have your coin assessed by a professional numismatist to determine its authenticity and value. Coin grading services: submit your penny to grading services like PCGS or NGC for official certification. Auction houses and collectors: rare coins often fetch the best prices at auctions or through private collectors. The 1974 Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of history that continues to intrigue collectors worldwide. Whether it is an aluminum test strike or a rare error coin, the value of these pennies can be extraordinary. Check your change, because you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure worth over $80,000. We have an exciting topic: the 1977 1-cent Lincoln penny. You may think that a penny is just a penny, but you might be holding on to a small fortune without even realizing it. Some of these coins have been sold for astonishing amounts, reaching as high as $73,930. Stay tuned as we break down the history, value, rare varieties, and what makes certain 1977 Lincoln pennies so valuable. History of the 1977 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since its first issuance in 1909 in honor of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the iconic right-facing portrait of Lincoln. The reverse of the coin in 1977 continued with the memorial design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This design replaced the original wheat ears that appeared on the reverse from 1909 to 1958. The 1977 penny was struck primarily in copper, as part of the standard composition used from 1962 to 1982. However, there are variations in weight and errors that significantly impact the value of these coins. Mintage and composition. The United States Mint produced millions of pennies in 1977 across 3 different facilities. The Philadelphia Mint struck pennies without a mint mark. The Denver Mint produced coins with a small D mint mark, while the San Francisco Mint struck proof coins with an S mint mark. The general composition consists of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving each penny a weight of approximately 3.11 grams. Why some 1977 pennies are worth a fortune? You may wonder why certain 1977 Lincoln pennies have reached staggering prices. Several factors influence the value, including errors, high-grade specimens, and rare varieties. Here are some key reasons why collectors are willing to pay thousands of dollars for specific 1977 pennies. Errors are one of the biggest reasons why a common penny can become extremely valuable. The following errors have been identified in 1977 pennies and can dramatically increase their worth. Double die obverse. This error occurs when the die strikes the coin more than once, resulting in a doubling effect on the design elements. Look closely at the inscriptions such as "I in God We Trust Liberty" and the date 1977. If you notice clear doubling, your penny could be worth thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. Some pennies from 1977 were struck off-center, meaning the design was not properly aligned with the planchet. The value of these coins depends on how far off-center they are, with higher misalignments bringing higher prices. A 50% off-center strike with visible date and mint mark can easily fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Broad-struck errors. A broad-struck penny occurs when the coin is struck without a collar, giving it an expanded and distorted appearance. These coins are rare and can bring in significant value, especially if the details remain intact. High-grade 1977 pennies. Beyond errors, collectors seek pennies in high grades. A 1977 penny in uncirculated condition, especially one graded MS67 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Company (NGC), can command incredible prices. This is because coins with minimal or sharp details and brilliant luster are highly desirable to collectors. A high-grade example of a 1977 penny has been sold for over $73,000 at auction, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln Memorial pennies known. How to identify a valuable 1977 penny? If you have a 1977 Lincoln penny, here is what you should do to determine its value. First, check for a mint mark under the date. If your coin has AD or S, it was minted in Denver or San Francisco, respectively. Second, look for any signs of errors, such as doubling on the lettering or date off-center, strikes, or missing details. Third, examine the condition of the coin. If your penny is bright, shiny, and free of scratches and marks, it may be in a high grade and worth more. Fourth, consider professional grading services. If you believe your penny has significant value, sending it to PCGS or NGC for certification can verify its grade and authenticity, which may increase its market value. Current market value of the 1977 penny. Now let's talk about the current market value of the 1977 Lincoln penny. Common circulated 1,977 pennies without errors typically range from 1 cent to about 50 cents depending on where uncirculated. Examples with full luster can sell for anywhere from $1 to $20. High-grade specimens graded MS65 and above can bring in between $50 to several $100s depending on demand. Rare error coins, especially those with major doubling or off-center strikes, can sell for thousands. The record price for a 1977 penny reached an incredible $73,930 for a high-grade MS67 red specimen, Due to its near-perfect condition and rarity, the 1977 1-cent Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history that proves even small change can hold great value. Whether you are searching through your old piggy bank or coin collection, keep an eye out for these rare pennies, as they could be worth a small fortune. If you have found a 1977 penny with any unusual features, consider getting it professionally evaluated, as you may be in possession of a highly valuable coin. We explore the fascinating world of rare coins, currency, and numismatic treasures. In today's video, we are diving deep into the history, value, and potential worth of the 1980 Lincoln cent, a coin that has been making headlines in the numismatic world. Did you know that a single 1980 penny has been sold for a staggering $67,930? Yes, you heard that right. Stay with us until the end to find out how and why certain 1980 pennies are worth so much, what makes them rare, and how you can determine if you have one in your collection. The 1980 Lincoln penny is a part of the long-standing Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny has remained a staple in American currency for over a century. By 1980, the coin was still being produced with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that was later changed in 1982 due to rising copper prices. The Lincoln penny has always been a widely circulated coin, but few people realize that certain variations and errors make some of them extremely valuable today. The 1980 Lincoln penny has a diameter of 19 millimeters and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. The obverse features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the Lincoln Memorial, which was used on pennies from 1959 to 2008. The mint mark on these coins can be found just below the date, indicating where the penny was minted. 3 mints produced the 1980 Lincoln cent: Philadelphia Mint, San Francisco Mint, S mint mark, primarily proof coins. Not all 1980 pennies are worth thousands of dollars, but certain factors can significantly increase their value. Let's break them down. 1. High-grade condition, MS67, MS68, or higher. One of the biggest reasons for high-value sales of the 1980 Lincoln cent is the condition of the coin. A penny graded MS67 or MS68 by Piece GS or NGC is extremely rare. The finer the condition, the higher the value. A 1980 penny in nearly flawless mint state, MS68, condition was once sold for $67,930 at auction because of its pristine state and incredible eye appeal. 2. Rare mint errors and varieties are another reason why some 1980 pennies are worth much more than face value. Some notable errors include off-center strikes. If a coin is struck off-center by a significant margin, such as 50% or more, its value can skyrocket. Double die obverse. A coin with visible doubling on the date or inscriptions can be highly desirable. Clipped planchet. Coins that were improperly cut from metal sheets can fetch high prices from collectors. Transitional errors. Since the composition of the penny changed in 1982, some transitional errors from the early 1980s are highly valuable. 3. Full red designation. Copper coins are graded by their color designation: brown, BN, red-brown, RB, and full red, RD. A 1980 penny with a full red appearance that is free from wear or tarnishing will command a higher price. If you have a 1980 Lincoln penny and want to determine its value, follow these steps. Look at the mint mark. Coins from different mints may have varying values. Examine the condition. The fewer scratches and marks, the higher the potential value. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to look for doubling, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. Weigh the coin. A standard 1980 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours weighs significantly more or less, it might be a valuable error coin. Get it professionally graded. If you believe you have a high-grade coin, send it to a professional grading service such as PeaceGS or NGC.AS. Of recent auctions and sales, here are some estimated values for 1980 pennies. Regular circulated condition: 2 cents to $0.10 ms 65 red, $5 to $1.20 ms 67 red, $500 to $2.000 ms 68 red, $10,000 to $1.67. 930 major error coins: $1,000 to $20,000 depending on rarity and demand. The 1980 Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but as we've seen today, some rare varieties can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. Whether it's a high-grade mint state penny, a rare error coin, or a beautifully preserved full red example, the value of these coins continues to rise among collectors. If you have a jar full of old pennies, now might be the perfect time to start checking them carefully. We have an exciting topic to discuss: the rare and valuable 1982 D1 Lincoln penny. If you have this coin, you might be sitting on a small fortune, as some of these pennies have been sold for an astounding $60,930. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the history, details, and what makes this particular penny so valuable. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on amazing coin discoveries. The history of the 1982 D Lincoln penny. To understand why the 1982 D Lincoln penny is special, we must first look at the history of the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse, was created by Victor David Brenner and has been in use ever since, with minor modifications over the years. In 1982, the U.S. Mint made a significant change to the composition of the penny. Prior to this year, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. However, due to rising copper prices, the mint transitioned to a copper-plated zinc composition, consisting of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. This switch was implemented during 1982, leading to two different types of pennies from this year: the older copper-based pennies and the newer zinc-based ones. Additionally, the mint produced both large date and small date varieties, adding to the complexity of collecting 1982 pennies. Why is the 1982 D Lincoln penny worth so much? The primary reason why some 1982 D Lincoln pennies are worth a fortune is due to an extremely rare error. A small number of 1982 D pennies were mistakenly struck on a copper planchet instead of the new zinc planchet. These transitional error coins are exceptionally rare and highly sought after by collectors. Here's what makes these rare 1982 D copper pennies so valuable: scarcity. Only a handful of these error coins have been discovered, making them incredibly rare. Composition mistake. Since 1982 was a transition year, the 1982 D copper penny should not exist. Yet some were accidentally struck using the old copper planchets. Collector demand. Coin collectors and numismatists are willing to pay high prices for rare error coins, especially those that shouldn't have been minted in the first place. Condition and grade. The better the condition, the higher the value. High-grade specimens can fetch astronomical prices at auctions. How to identify a valuable 1982 D Lincoln penny. If you think you might have a rare 1982 D Lincoln penny, here's how you can check. Weight test. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams. You will need a precise digital scale to check the weight of your penny. If it weighs 3.11 grams and has a D min mark, you might have a rare gem. Visual inspection. Look for a strong, clear strike with crisp details. Higher grade coins with minimal wear are more valuable. Date and mint mark. Make sure the coin is dated 1982 and has the D mint mark below the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. Professional authentication. If you believe you have a rare 1982D copper penny, it is best to get it authenticated and graded by a reputable grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Current market value of the 1982D copper penny. The highest recorded sale of a 1982D copper penny was an incredible $60,930 at auction. However, even lower grade specimens can fetch thousands of dollars. If you discover one of these rare coins, you should consider having it professionally graded to maximize its value. Other valuable 1982 pennies to look for. Aside from the rare 1982D copper penny, there are other valuable varieties from this year that collectors search for, including 1982 small date copper penny, found in Philadelphia mint issues. These are valuable if in high-grade condition. 1982D small date zinc penny. While common, high-grade examples can be worth a premium. 1982 large date copper penny. Although not as rare, these can still hold significant value if in excellent condition. Final thoughts. The 1982D Lincoln penny is a remarkable coin with a fascinating history and a staggering market value. If you have any 1982 pennies lying around, it's time to check them carefully. With patience and a keen eye, you could uncover a hidden treasure in your collection. We are diving deep into the fascinating history and value of the 1995 Lincoln penny. This ordinary-looking 1-cent coin has stunned collectors and numismatists with its astonishing market value reaching as high as $53,930. If you have a 1995 Lincoln penny, you might want to take a closer look because you could be sitting on a small fortune. In this video, we will discuss the history of the 1995 Lincoln penny, what makes it valuable, the key errors to look out for, and how you can determine if your coin is worth thousands. History of the 1995 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been an iconic piece of American currency since it was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny has undergone various modifications over the years, but it remains one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. The 1995 Lincoln penny is part of the modern era of the series and was minted in large quantities at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Despite being a common coin, there are certain variations and rare errors that make some 1995 pennies extremely valuable. Key features of the 1995 Lincoln penny. The standard 1995 Lincoln penny features the right-facing profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the word Liberty to his left, and the date 1995 on the right. Above the date, you may find the mint mark, either D for Denver or no mint mark for Philadelphia. On the reverse of the coin, the Lincoln Memorial is depicted, which was the standard design from 1959 to 2008. One of the primary reasons this coin has gained so much attention is due to a major error that was discovered shortly after its release, known as the 1995 double die obverse. Why is the 1995 Lincoln penny valuable? A key reason the 1995 Lincoln penny is worth money is the presence of the famous double die obverse error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin was misaligned or struck twice at different angles, resulting in noticeable doubling on certain elements of the design on the 1995 penny. This doubling is most evident in the inscriptions, especially in the word Liberty and the phrase "In God We Trust." If you look closely and see a distinct doubling effect on these letters, congratulations, you may have a rare and valuable coin. Market value and auction records. Coins with a 1995 double die obverse error can fetch significant amounts in the collector's market. The value of your coin depends on its condition and whether it has been professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. Circulated examples and lower grades can sell for anywhere between $50 and $100, whereas high-grade uncirculated specimens can command thousands. In the past, certain pristine condition coins have even reached jaw-dropping prices, with one particular example fetching over $53,000 at auction. This high valuation is primarily due to the coin's exceptional condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. How to identify a valuable 1995 Lincoln penny. To determine whether your 1995 penny is valuable, follow these steps. First, examine the inscriptions on the obverse side. Look carefully at the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you see clear doubling in the letters, you may have a double-die obverse penny. Next, check the condition of the coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. Coins with no wear and original mint luster are highly sought after. Lastly, consider having your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, as certified coins fetch higher prices in the market. Where to sell a 1995 Lincoln penny. If you discover that you have a valuable 1995 Lincoln penny, there are several ways to sell it. You can take it to a local coin dealer, attend a coin show, or list it on online marketplaces like eBay or heritage auctions. Numismatic forums and Facebook groups dedicated to coin collecting are also great places to connect with potential buyers. If your coin is in high grade and professionally certified, you may even consider sending it to a prestigious auction house, where rare and valuable coins often attract high-profile collectors willing to pay top dollar. The 1995 Lincoln penny may appear to be just another ordinary 1-cent coin, but as we have seen, certain rare variations can be worth a small fortune. If you come across a 1995 penny, take a moment to inspect it carefully for the double-die obverse error as well as its overall condition. You never know, you might just be holding a hidden treasure worth thousands. We are talking about the 2015 Lincoln penny, a 1-cent coin that has shocked the numismatic community with its incredible value, reaching up to $40,930 in the current market. You may have this coin sitting in your pocket change or coin jar without realizing its true worth. So, let us break down its history, rarity, and why collectors are willing to pay such a high price for it. The Lincoln Penny series has a long and fascinating history, beginning in 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, the design has changed, with the most notable revision happening in 1959, when the reverse was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial. In 2010, the current shield reverse design was introduced to symbolize the union and preservation of the United States. The 2015 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is represented by the small D mint mark below the date. It was struck in large quantities, like most modern pennies. But what makes certain 2015 pennies extremely valuable are specific rare errors and high-grade conditions. Coins that receive a perfect grade from professional grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, can command astonishing prices at auctions. The highest value ever recorded for a 2015 penny was $40,930, a staggering sum for a 1-cent coin. So, what makes a 2015 Lincoln penny worth a lot of money? There are a few key factors to consider. First, errors can significantly increase the value of a coin. Some of the most valuable 2015 penny errors include double die obverse, off-center strikes, missing letters, and die cracks. If you come across a 2015 penny with these unusual characteristics, it may be worth having it appraised by a professional numismatist. Another major factor is the coin's condition. Coins that are in mint state condition, meaning they have never been circulated and remain in pristine shape, are highly desirable. A 2015 Lincoln penny graded MS-67 or higher can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The rarest and most flawless examples, graded MS-69 or MS-70, are the ones that can reach the highest market values. These top-tier coins are usually discovered in original mint rolls or special collector sets. If you are wondering how to check if your 2015 penny is valuable, here are a few steps to follow. First, examine the coin carefully under good lighting to look for any striking errors, doubling, or unusual features. Next, check the coin's overall condition and look for signs of wear. The fewer scratches and marks, the better. Finally, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, for official certification. Graded coins have a much higher chance of fetching premium prices in the collector's market. Now, let us talk about where to sell a rare and valuable 2015 Lincoln penny. If you believe you have a valuable penny, the best places to sell include online marketplaces like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections. Coin shows, local coin dealers, and numismatic forums are also excellent platforms to connect with potential buyers. It is crucial to do thorough research and compare offers before finalizing a sale to ensure you receive the best value for your coin. It is incredible to think that a simple penny, something many of us overlook or even discard, can be worth thousands of dollars. This is why it is always a great idea to check your spare change and keep an eye out for rare coins. The 2015 Lincoln penny is just one example of how modern coins can still hold immense value in today's collector market. We have an exciting topic for you. We're diving deep into the 2018 1-cent Lincoln penny, its history, its hidden gems, and the shocking value of some rare pieces that have sold for thousands of dollars. Could you be holding a small fortune in your pocket change? Stay with us as we uncover everything you need to know about this modern coin, its errors, and what makes it worth up to $25. 930. History of the 2018 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since its first release in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the design has undergone multiple changes, but Lincoln's iconic profile remains a constant on the obverse. In 2018, the penny continued the shield reverse design introduced in 2010, replacing the Lincoln Memorial reverse that had been used from 1959 to 2008. The shield design represents Lincoln's preservation of the United States during the Civil War and symbolizes national unity. The 2018 Lincoln penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, making it a copper-plated zinc coin. It was minted in 3 major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can identify these by the small mint mark under the date on the obverse side. A P represents the Philadelphia Mint, a D stands for Denver, and an S indicates that the coin was minted in San Francisco, typically as a proof strike. Valuable 2018 Lincoln penny errors. Now, let's get into the part that excites collectors the most: error coins. Error pennies can skyrocket in value due to their rarity and unique characteristics. Here are some of the major errors found in the 2018 Lincoln penny that could make them worth a small fortune. Some 2018 pennies show clear doubling on Lincoln's ear, and inscriptions like "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." These errors occur during the minting process when the die strikes the coin more than once, but slightly off alignment. If you find a 2018 penny that has an off-center strike, meaning part of the design is missing or shifted, you might be in luck. The more extreme the misalignment, the higher the value, especially if the date is still fully visible. Die cracks can result in raised lines or blobs on the coin surface, adding to its desirability. The famous BIE error, which looks like an extra letter between the B and E in Liberty, is another sought-after variety. Transitional and wrong planchet errors. Occasionally, a penny is struck on the wrong metal planchet, which can significantly increase its value. For example, a 2018 penny mistakenly struck on a dime planchet would be highly valuable. Market value and record sales. Now, for the most exciting part: how much can these rare 2018 pennies sell for? While a regular 2018 penny is worth just 1 cent, some error coins and high-grade specimens have reached staggering prices. A pristine MS69 or MS70 graded penny, especially with a rare mint error, can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. One particular 2018 penny, with a combination of errors and a high-grade certification, recently sold for a jaw-dropping $25. 930. If you want to find one of these valuable pennies, here's what you should do. Carefully examine your 2018 pennies under good lighting and use a magnifying glass or a microscope to spot doubling, cracks, or misalignments. Check the weight of the coin using a digital scale to identify planchet errors. Compare your coin with reference images from reputable coin grading websites. Consider sending your coin to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC to get it authenticated and assigned a grade. The 2018 Lincoln penny may be a common coin, but hidden among them are rare gems worth thousands of dollars. Checking your spare change and coin rolls could uncover a valuable error or high-grade penny.